Hi everyone, welcome to my 12 midnight live streaming. Hello, how is everybody in the world today, tonight, noon time, afternoon in your time? So, before that, mega love shout out to all my members and to all my new subscribers who subscribe my channel and to all my generous super chatters, okay? And today, or well, 12 midnight, so we have something that I have to share. This incidents happened uh, few days ago or a few weeks ago. So the title of my uh, content is "Don't Make Some BS Here in the Philippines." Okay, so we're gonna discuss that later. Okay, because this is that's why I always mention that. Okay, don't bring or don't make some any BS here in the Philippines, because now there's a Russian American that now he's in Bureau of Immigration prison, because you can really tell that he disrespect my people, and then he disrespect the laws here, and I can say that there's something wrong. So we I'm gonna discuss that later, guys. Okay, so because if you're not aware of that, one of you it will do that same thing. Okay, so that's and our interior secretary, Janvic Rimolia, and tell that uh usually most of foreign people that they make some offense, or because his status that that Russian blogger is undesirable alien. Most of foreign peoples do some, it's they just deport, and no case files. But we Filipino that we go in other country, we we follow the laws. And I most Filipino workers, especially Filipino OFW, that we are the first hired and we are the last fired. Okay, so that's how we are. We are protect our our reputation for that. But it's just like some foreign people coming here in the Philippines, that they don't really pay attention, because they think that Philippines is the third world country, but it's not. So the DILG secretary John Vic Remolia tells that no, we don't want him to deport. He has to face the uh the what do you call that, the consequence, or the fines or case. So before that, guys, I will read, because I do a screenshot about that. Okay, so don't forget, guys, to give me a thumbs up. 5 million people, but okay, so here I'm gonna read this in English. Hi, Brett. Hello. Okay, charges against Vital Vi, Vitali Sidorovbitsky. Sidorovbitsky. He's a Russian but they said Russian American. I don't know which one, but he's Russian, and he can speak English. Okay. Here's the charges that the Philippine government charged on him. Okay, unjust vexation. Okay, and then it says engaging in behavior that cause a nuance or distress to others, and then alarm in scandal, action that disturb public peace in order. How are you, Brett? Attempt theft. Hi, my friend. Muchas gracias. Buenos días. Attempt attempted thief, okay, trying to unlawfully take the security guard's firearms, and then he has two counts of thieves that they after him for taking the motorcycle industrial fund, okay, and threatening and rob the elderly lady. That's really, um, disrespect my peoples and my country. Mm. Here I gonna read it. How are you doing? I'm doing good tonight. So I just give some, information that, my title is Don't Make Some BS Here in the Philippines, because there's Russian American vloggers that he's facing his fines, because the Philippines has so many charges towards him. The one that I read, alarming scandal, attempted thief, okay, so I'm just reading this. In the Philippines, okay, in the Philippines, the thieves of motorcycle or carnapping as it known can lead to significant penalties under the Republic Act 10883, the new Anti-Carnapping Act of 2016, with potential imprisonment ranging from lengthy terms to lifetime. So life imprisonment for aggravated offenses, because he has, it's just like he used that for his, content, uh stealing a motorbike, that motorbike, that's what happened in BGC, guys, that he has to, use that and then stolen that from, from the authority. So that's very against the law here, because there's a there's a penalty that you will, there's a term to life imprisonment. Okay, and here's more details breakdown the principal law. Okay, so the secretary John Vic Remolla has this states a statement. Okay, this is what he's said. How are you? Is that true that the gambling is that true that gambling is illegal in the Philippines? What kind of gambling? We have so many, it depends what kind of gambling. Hi, Gus Sanders. Good evening to you too. So that's, okay. So I'm gonna read this. It's according to our, DILG Secretary, Jan Vic Remolla. Vitali will not be deported, okay? Will not be deported immediately but he will remain here in the Bureau of Immigration detention facility to face the charges filed against him, because he's really, I don't know, there's something normal on his brain. Okay, so guys, if you want to know about the thing that I the thing that I talking about, just go on YouTube, guys. Look for the Russian blogger, uh like playing cards for money. uh well, uh yeah, if it's not, there's legal, but some people they just hide it. Okay, so next is emphasize that no special treatment will be given, stating we're done with foreigners who only insult Filipinos, and this is an example that we are serious here in our country, that we are won't let them be title us. Okay, that's the secretary of Department of Interior in Local Government, or DILG. And then the authorities are seeking Vitali cameraman, who may also face the charges for enabling the commission of crimes. Okay, so guys, that's what I always tell you guys, especially if you're new to the Philippines, that you don't know about the law, you don't pay attention our law here. No, don't don't neglect that, guys. There are casinos in the Philippines. Yeah, there's so many Casino Filipino, Resort World Manila, City of Dreams. Authorities are seekingly, okay, I already read that. Okay, so that incident, that's happened in Taguig. Okay, so here's the statement. The Taguig, Taguig, it's another city in NCR or Metro Manila. The Taguig City Police Station has taken swift and decisive action is respond to viral videos involving Russian American YouTuber Vitaly Sidorovitsky. Sidorovitsky, who is known facing multiple criminals complaints following an incident in Bonifacio Global City, or BGC. The, the drew widespread public outrage. And here, authorities immediately launched an investigation after receiving reports from locals, residents, and security personnel who allegedly harassed by foreign content creator. I like your shirt. It's cute. Oh, yeah. No, this is not shirt. This is, tops. Okay. Police gathered statement, reviewed footage from the viral video, and filed formal complaints before the city prosecutors. And the foreign content creator police gathered statement, reviewed footage from the viral video, and filed formal complaints before the city prosecutor's office on April 3, 2025. They also coordinate with hotel management and local establishment in the area of secure evidence and ensure accountability. So, if you do some, yes, Okay, so next I'll gonna read this kind of thing about the Russian blogger that disrespect the laws here in the Philippines. Okay, so it says the incident streamed from video footage on April 1, 2025 by the YouTube content creator con- by the YouTube channel Atuzi, titled Scambag IRL Streams Destroys His Life in the Philippines Live. The video, which has reached about 600,000 views, shows Sidorovsky aggressively approaching and filming people in the street. How stupid he is. Channel Atuzi, titled Scrambled RIL Steamer Destroy His Life in the Philippines. The video, which has reached over, okay, I already tell that. Sidorovsky, 32, was reportedly staying in a hotel Fort Bonifacio during his visit on March 31st. Around 11 a.m., he was seen walking along Bonifacio High Street where the incident took place. He was caught on the video confronting several individuals, which live streaming content for social media. According to the reports, those affected include security guards and workers in that area. One guard said Sidorovsky forcibly pulled his ID, okay, that's disrespect, from his neck under the worker, and the YouTuber took his hat without permission. Took his hat without permission. While the third, also the security personnel, claimed the foreigner tried to grab his. He's really where am I now? Okay. Because I just want, to read this kind of things that people, who's this? He was even disrespect to the police. Yes, did you know that? And then there was there's another footage that he walking on the street. There's a elderly woman that he pretend to rob. So okay, what if that woman has a heart problem, and then the old woman, it's just like somebody that try to rob her, and then she might end up die because of that kind of content that she's doing online. Okay, I'm gonna finish, guys, before we gonna talk. Okay, so Taguig authorities have issued a strong reminders to all and and online content creator to respect local local laws, and warning that action meant to harass or humiliate people, whether on a camera or not, can be serious consequence. And the Taguig City Police issued the public that they are continuing to monitor the case and committed to the protecting residents from similar incident in the future. Okay. Hi Ryan, hello. So That's, that's one thing that me, even though me, because I know my people. I'm not the one that, I'm not easy for me to, it's not easy for me to take a video. So there's a certain things that, people, when you take a video and they know that you are taking video, they will not allow you that. You have to ask permission first. And sometimes people will tell you, oh no, do, because, they protect their privacy. But that, and then there's a woman is sitting on the bench, and then he tried to kiss, even though it's, even though it's, no, it's a prank. No, don't, because, women, you have to respect that. And, guys, we people, Filipino, that's one thing that a lot of Western, a lot of foreigners, they don't know that somebody wants our people disrespect or harass this kind of foreign people coming here in the Philippines. We helping hand to arrest that person. That's what happened to him, because, at first, he thinks that we just relax, but no, my people do something that these people will not do same thing. And that's why, the secretary of local, the interior local government is, he tells, on his statement that we don't want him to deport. He has to face the charges. Okay. So I think, they said that, he has to stay here for 8 years in prison. So that, it's that lesson for those coming here that, they think that, we're not paying attention, because, we people, when we go, if, my people do a mistake, they face the consequence. Okay, the charges. If the charges, it's, if they, like, pay for that, then the government sometimes try to help, but sometimes the government cannot help, because that's their law. So it's better for me, to share that kind of, issue here in the Philippines. You don't have to ignore that, because, yeah, like I said, that, there's a lot of foreign people coming here that, um they don't really respect our local laws, or, Philippine laws, and then they can do whatever. And also, he has also issue about that, that, in Boracay, guys. And not only here in the Philippines, he's doing that in other countries, or also same. So we don't really want to do that, okay, guys, because that's a big no-no. We people here, Filipino, follow the laws, and then all of a sudden there's a Western people coming here, and then, my our authority here will not know. That's unfair. That's unfair. And, the laws here must forced for those who violate, for those not follow the laws here, they must charge for that. So you can, you can check, guys, in YouTube, guys, how, how he act, because, you're gonna hate him, because especially disrespect for, Filipino women. When I saw that, he walked with, the old woman, and try to rob the, the old woman. As I, if I'm the mother, okay, I will not let you deported. You have to pay that what you did to my mom. So that's one thing that, a lot of Filipino helping hands. So the Taguig authority, it's easy for him to quote in the other cities where he stay. How many times a week you shave your mustache? Adrian Hotel, where are you from? Where are you from? You're kind of a, you're kind of a, yeah, good shot, my my friend. You disrespect me by asking that question. Cause like I always mention this, guys. If you follow the laws here in the Philippines, nobody bother you. Even our authority here, like cops, no. As long as you follow the laws, nobody will stop you on the street. Because important to us, of course, tourists coming here or visit in the Philippines, it really big help for the economy of my country. So we don't want our tourists or foreign people here for have a vacation or stay here in Metro Manila that they are not safe. But it's just like if you come here and disrespect people here, no, that's it's a big mistake, guys. So any question, guys? If you're curious about laws here in the Philippines, what is your right, or once you travel here in the Philippines, that things that you need. Yes, respect. I think that's Adrian Hotel. That's I think that's a troll. Because some people they use different name and try to be mean to other people. So good thing I give you power for that, my friend. So I think he has no respect because he did that, and he's not aware of respect people's. So that's why he asked that. Like like in other um like in Saudi, guys. This is apple juice. Apple juice, not apple drinks. You know what's the difference between the apple juice or apple drinks? My friend. Like in Saudi, okay? They're women, they're women, like, especially if it's near to the place of the king. Women should wearing, showing black, and then their face is covered, because even though tourists coming there, they have to cover it. You cannot go on the street that wearing shorts. No, it's against their law. So you have to follow that, or else you face the charges that sometimes in Saudi, their laws is very very strong, and it's really enforced. So you can't go there wearing shorts or, sexy clothes in Saudi. You can't. And some countries, they have also, they have also local laws that they have to implement it, so that people will go on their place aware of, because that's um the peace in order peace in order peace in order in their community. And guys, that person in then, Secretary Janvic Rimolya, talking about, the charges, because they will, in fairness to the, to the authority of, Philippine government, you know, um, he wants to talk. No, John Vic Remolla don't allow him. So he will talk that in the right, in the right venue. Because, while, the Secretary Remolla talking, and then he just there in the, at the back, murmuring, and then telling that, the video that, the video that Secretary shown to people in some of the authorities, he said that it's a fake news. Fake news, always fake news. He's the one who did that the video, and his face is in the video. How can you you tell that, he think that Filipino people are dumb? No. So fake news. And then he's still, while the secretary talking about, the charges, because we don't want just, just to arrest him, and without telling him that this is your, this is the charges we files you. And then he just do like that, guys, the sign, do like that. So you can really tell. And then I don't know. Maybe is in under the influence of drugs, because you can really tell that, his mannerism, something not right. He looks like, psychopath. Okay, thank you for still there, Brett. So that's in fairness for those, foreign people coming here in the Philippines, that they are nice. And and it's I'm proud that, I hear that, some, the first time coming here, they enjoy the place. And they like, the locals. And they like the place where they visited. He is not the right in the head. Oh my goodness, because, for me, there's something wrong on him, because, he's uh well, that's a bad, kind of content that he's doing. Because, when we look at, not only Philippines that he did that. And the sad part, when he did that, something that, the owner of that, the owner of that business, and then one of the instructor there is Filipino. And you can see that, the way that he act, there's a sexual harassment. So that's lesson for him. So he will face, how many years he will stay in the prison. Because, guys, here, for those foreign people, foreigners, you really don't like to stay in the prison here in the Philippines. I know where he stayed at, in Camp Bagong Diwa, because, I know that, on the BID prison in Camp Bagong Diwa. So that's in Taguig also. So At that time that my brother was active in in Philippine National Police. He was in the record section. So in the record section building, next to that building, that's in the BID, Bureau of Immigration jail. So every time, because the window from the Bureau of Immigration jail, and then the record section, it's facing. So I saw a lot of, and then sometimes, I just making a fun. Okay, I want to say something there. There's Chinese, Korean, Nigerian, European, American, white and black American. And then sometimes, I just talking to them. And then because it just like, the distance from the building just like 10 meters, and you can still, you can communicate. Because for those foreign people, if you commit charges, or they will bring you to the Bureau of Immigration Prison in Bikutan. That's Kampagong Diwa. I know that place because I my, well, before my brother retired, so we stay, because there's officers barracks there. So I always visit my brothers there, and I stay there. Sometimes if I have free time, I stay there for about a week. Okay, you do the crime, you do the time. What? You do the crime, you do the time. I don't get it. What do you mean? So this is, you like my tops, because this is the heart, heart. Well, it's just like, it's summer here in the Philippines. So we Filipino, we're wearing a summer, summer, summer clothes. Okay. So we don't want to wear, too thick, because we gonna feel hot. If you do the crime, you get the time in jail. Yes. So I think there's 5 years, 8 years, but I'll try to look that, because they already process that how many years, or it depends what how many years every, because he has 5 charges. Okay. And the secretary don't want him to deport, because usually that's what happened for most of foreign people coming here. If they have offense, or charges, automatically the government deported him, because it's also the government feed them also. It's a big expenses also for those foreign, the government. Well, even though they're not living in the great prison, but still the government still pay the expenses, the budget for them. There's so many, there's so many prison in Camp Bagong Diwa. So the government need to provide their food. So any question? 5 million. Who wants to ask question? That's all, guys. Just don't be polite, be respectful, respect what the Filipino, and you have to be patient. Okay, your patient, you have to double your patient coming here, because like when it comes to services, okay, you cannot, especially for those American, if you deal with a service that, express service in the States, you cannot, you cannot have that here. So you have to be patient about that. Control your temper, because most of it's easy for them to lose their temper, but you have to control your temper. Okay, more patient, because like I said, when it comes to services, the service here, it's not as fast as, express in, in the States. It's kind of a incompetent service here. And especially, online banking, that's the problem, that, the worst, when it comes to internet connection, is Philippines. So what can you expect when you do something online? So you have to be patient about that, okay? And if you're in the government, government services, as long as you can hold your temper, hold it. Okay, don't show an attitude for those government workers or government employee, because they will not assist you. Okay, so hold on. So be patient, patient. Because we Filipino, we're very friendly guys. We're very friendly. So just be, aware of, the laws that, we implemented. And I think it's just like respect. I think that's the number one. Respect. One Villanueva, when is your plan to create a YouTube? When is your plan? So I think it's better that, you have to educate also other, other people, that respect. Uh this afternoon, the heat index, guys, oh my goodness, is 43. Here in Metro Manila, 43 the heat index. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully. Are you working? Are you working? If you're working, I don't think that it's advisable for you to create YouTube, because it's not easy. What you think is just like, you have also spent more time if you want to be monetize your, you monetize your channel. You have to, sit also the good topic that people can learn from you, or there's so many steps. And I thought before that, having a YouTube channel, it's easy. When it comes to, when you reach, the watch hour, and then, the subscribers, and you are entitled, to monetize. But, you have to follow the guidelines first. Okay, if not, if you have, copyright thing, that's what I thought. But, good thing that, Google, it really big help for me, to learn something. But sometimes I don't really want to build on my YouTube, like, somebody, create, merchandise. No, me, I don't. Because, I'm good, just, people send me a donation because, people, send me a donation like $1, $2 or more. Especially for those people that, generous. But when I saw the price of the no, I'm not really into that. If I do YouTube, I will not do it for money. I will do it for educate people. Okay, just like a habit. You're gonna make it its habit. Some people do that. They just for their just for memories. I feel I'm start yawning now, but I will stay here until 1 hour. Maybe like hobby. What is your hobby? Are you the type of person like to fix car, ride a car? You are like uh, hiking, play golf, basketball. What kind of hobby, my friend? So, my live streaming actually I'm gonna do on the 1 p.m. Okay, but I have scheduled to go to Toyota. So I have to do things that about cars because now that I understood when you plan to buy a car, you are not stay on one auto dealer. You have to go different, and then you have to deal or the price that they give you, who gonna beat this lower than this or what. So for me it's just like for people, take your time to find the auto dealer so that you can get less price, because sometimes some auto dealer, they don't really want to give the invoice price because the, well, the commission. I like to read and exercise, and I enjoy cooking also. Wow. What kind of exercise you do? You do yoga? What kind of food you cook? Mexican, Mexican, Spanish, American, Indian, what? Oh, oh, I'm sleepy na. Okay. I will sing na lang so that everybody's. I feel sleepy na. Okay, so this is my song. I'm trying to learn to cook different foods, and cardio and I cardio and light weights to stay healthy. Okay. Okay, so this is for you, one Villanueva, that you're the one who send me a comment. Okay, so I really appreciate that. Okay, let it be. Yeah. Okay. Okay, another beetle. What kind of car are you going to buy? Just Toyota Vios. It depends. 1.5 engine power. The automatic transmission. All right. This one has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is a singer in the band. This one says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this all the takes is in my hand. The tea of letter like a song, girl. La la la, it's a phone song. Of the tea of letter like a song, girl. La 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 la, goes on. Well, okay. So here's the thing that I really, I first we go on the test driving about the hatchback of Suzuki Espresso, but the problem is there's a manual transmission, and then there's a drive transmission, and there is no park, or there's park but there's no drive, just only neutral. So I have to look at it, because the one that when I enroll for driving lesson, so I use the Vios CVT transmission, and then I think that's 1.5 engine power. So I have the Honda hatchback, the CRV. But the good, Toyota is way better than the Honda, Nissan, or Mazda.
Handog ng Bear Brand, ang 840 grams.
Okay, so this is my good night song. Just only three song, okay? Because I feel sleepy now. I drive a 2017 Kia Niro hybrid. Okay. Wow! I prepare, Toyota. Then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And I don't know you now that it's true. Hey Jude, you do the moment you need in your shoulder. Na 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 na. Yeah. Hey dude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin. Then you begin to make it better, 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 better. Oh, na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Hey, Jude. Oh my God, there's so many na 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 na. Okay, guys, so I already reached the 1 hour. So once again, I would like to make a loud thank you to 1 billion Nueva and Brett. Until the end of my show, you're still there, guys, and the rest of the gang. So thank you so much, guys. So see you tomorrow, like 12 noon or 1 p.m. So good night, and I hope everything is gonna be all right in your time. So, and no matter what happened in our lives, always remember that respect to yourself, number one, first. If you want respect to if you want other respect you, do first for yourself. Respect yourself, love yourself. Okay, that's the best and important that we're gonna do to ourselves. Love and respect ourselves, and the rest that will go to other people. So again, thank you so much, and have a good night and have a good day to everyone. Bye.